Hello everyone, Chloe here from New York City. Today we're diving into a fascinating culinary chat with some wonderful friends. We're excited to share some stories, tips, and creative solutions in the kitchen. Let's get started. Recently, I faced a bit of a culinary challenge. I was preparing my famous Butter Basted Herb Chicken for a friend's anniversary dinner. Butter is key to this dish. It's what gives the chicken its rich, savory flavor and golden crust. Just as I was about to start, I realized I was out of butter. Butter, as you know, is a dairy product made by churning milk or cream. It's beloved for its creamy texture and versatility. In my cooking, I use it for everything from pastries to savory dishes. For example, my garlic butter, shrimp scampi, and classic butter quasas are real hits. Butter is incredibly popular here in New York, especially in our bakeries and high-end restaurants. So I had to think quickly. Instead of just substituting another fat, I created a butter-like spread, using what I had on hand: heavy cream, olive oil, and a bit of yogurt. I whipped these together to form a creamy mixture. I then added fresh herbs and garlic to infuse it with flavor. This blend provided vast similar richness and worked beautifully for basting the chicken. It was a huge hit at the dinner.
Wow, Chloe, that's impressive. I love how you created a butter substitute on the fly. I've never thought of using heavy cream and yogurt together like that. I'm going to try that next time I'm in a pinch.
Absolutely brilliant, Chloe. Your solution is not only inventive, but also emphasizes the beauty of using simple, fresh ingredients. I'm curious, did the olive oil change the flavor profile significantly?
Chloe, your creativity shines through. This makes me think of how I once had to make a buttercream frosting without butter. Turned out great with coconut cream. I'd love to know how the texture of your dish compared to using regular butter.
That's so cool, Chloe. You really turned a tricky situation into a culinary triumph. Here in Florida, we're spoiled with local fresh butter, but your method is genius for those moments when I might run out. Did the yogurt add a tangy note to the chicken?
Thank you all! Yes, Jennifer, the olive oil added a subtle richness without overpowering. And Emily, the texture was creamy, but a bit lighter than with traditional butter. Maya, the yogurt did give a slight tang, which surprisingly complemented the herbs.
Speaking of butter, when I buy it, I always check the fat content. Higher fat butter, like European style, adds a luxurious texture to my dishes. In Florida, we have some great local dairies, and I use their high-fat butter for my pastries.
That's a great point, Maya. Here in Washington, I prioritize buying unsalted butter. It gives me more control over the seasoning in my baking. We have wonderful farmers markets where you can find excellent artisanal unsalted butter.
I agree, Emily. In California, I look for organic butter. It's important for me to support sustainable practices, and organic butter from our local farms ensures I'm getting a pure product without synthetic additives.
For me in Texas, the source of the butter is key. I prefer grass-fed butter because it has a richer flavor and is higher in nutrients. We have some fantastic grass-fed options here that elevate my homemade sauces and spreads.
Wonderful points, everyone. In New York, I often choose cultured butter for its depth of flavor. Cultured butter has a slight tanginess due to the fermentation process, which adds complexity to my savory dishes and baked goods.
If I can't get butter, I often use avocado in my baking. Avocados are abundant here in Washington, and their creamy texture works well in brownies and cookies, adding a subtle richness.
That's interesting, Emily. In California, I sometimes substitute butter with olive oil, especially in savory dishes. Olive oil gives a distinct flavor and is a staple in our Mediterranean-influenced cuisine.
In Texas, when butter is scarce, I turn to ghee. It's clarified butter with a nutty taste and a higher smoke point, making it perfect for high-heat cooking and adding depth to my curries.
Here in Florida, I use coconut oil as an alternative. It's widely available and adds a tropical flair to my dishes. I love it in my coconut macaroons and sautéed vegetables.
Those are great alternatives. I often use Greek yogurt in place of butter for baking. It's creamy and adds a bit of tang, which works well in cakes and muffins. Plus, it's readily available in New York. To wrap up, we had a fantastic discussion today. I share my butter shortage story and how I crafted a unique substitute. Sarah emphasized the importance of organic butter. Emily discussed the control unsalted butter offers. Jennifer highlighted the flavor of grass-fed butter, and Maya pointed out the richness of high-fat butter. We also explored alternatives like avocado, olive oil, ghee, coconut oil, and Greek yogurt. Thank you all for your wonderful insights. Thanks for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed our chat and found some useful tips. Until next time, keep experimenting and have fun in the kitchen. Bye for now.